All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from our homes. My name is Will DeFreeze. On the screen in front of me, David Ruff.
I'm still buzzing from last night, dude. That live stream just went so hard. Hair of the dog. This isn't even coffee I'm drinking. It's just beer.
Wow.
I'm just riding it out, dude.
Is this about John Duda's Tom Hanks impersonation? That what got you so fired up?
That's exactly what happened.
Dude, he crushed
electric,
that.
Wasn't it? Wow.
He absolutely crushed that. Oh, man. Dylan Shivery, how's it going, man?
Hey, guys.
You haven't shaved yet.
I have not shaved yet. I won't be shaving. I'm just going to let the rest of this kind of fill in a little bit more and see. And just each stage, I'm just taking taking notes and seeing how it looks at each stage of the growing out process. But so far, I don't hate the stash situation.
You're taking notes?
Yeah, mental notes. I'm taking mental pictures and notes, and like, okay, I got this look in the bag if I ever want to go back to it, that kind of thing.
How do you feel about the poll that you ran yesterday on Twitter?
Overwhelmingly in favor of the mustache. Overwhelming. I think it was 79%, as opposed to in last place was clean shave, which okay, makes sense.
Oh,
and then the beard came in second, but even that was I don't know, in the teens percent. It was way down there. So
that's not surprising.
Yeah.
When did you make the call to pull trigger on the profile pic switch?
Yeah,
because that threw me for a loop, to be honest with you.
Did it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had the other one for a long time. I don't know, man. I did it on kind of a whim.
It felt good off the bat, type of thing. You're just pull trig.
I mean, you were doing absolute numbers on Instagram, so I understand as to why you might want to showcase that photo even more.
Dude, so many people are saying they love it. So I
have it framed in my apartment right now. I went straight to Hobby Lobby. I was like, frame this shit. I banged that on the door.
Wow, that's big time.
I know.
It's a shame that you didn't hit 5K on the gram, but you could get there. We'll see.
You kind of look like Alpha Freddie Mercury.
Ooh, you're not wrong.
I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't think many thought he was a handsome man.
Did you see the movie? I mean, a lot of people thought he was handsome enough to
Who did he not have in that movie?
He literally boned every person.
Yeah, but because he's Freddie Mercury, not because he had a handsome face.
What? You're essentially Freddie Mercury. You talking to a mic for a living? He pretty much did that too.
We have the same pipes too. A lot of people say.
He was so electric.
Trying to get the pipes.
A dude could flat sing, man.
Hey, a real musical talent gone too soon. Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury.
Well said, David.
Dave, that was really big of you to do.
Dylan, we need to get you some. We need to get you some really, really hilarious fake teeth, and maybe you can win an Oscar portraying him.
I see. This is a take I agree with. I thought he did a really good job in that movie.
Rami Malek, yeah, I think
he's one of the better lip syncers I've ever seen.
Yeah, you don't think he did that good of a job in that movie, right, Dave?
I thought he did a good job, but I thought whoever decided to do the exaggerated overbite, it was way too much, and it distracted me throughout the entire movie, which is not his fault, I guess.
It didn't distract me because I was so unfamiliar with the everyday goings-on of Freddie Mercury that I didn't know if that was his actual overbite. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to accept this as him being exactly who it is. That was my thing. I was like, I don't know Freddie Mercury very well anyway, so maybe he had this overbite. That movie was better than the Elton John movie, even though Elton John is far superior to Queen.
See, I like the Elton John movie.
Queen has some bangers though.
I agree with what the first half or the latter half of Will's statement. Elton John is greater than Queen.
Yeah. Elton John is greater than Queen. The reason I think the movie's better is just solely because I hate musicals, and even though they played Queen songs in the Queen movie, it wasn't musically, and so like I just didn't like. I hated everything about the musical attributes of whatever the Elton John thing was doing. It's just too much. They laid it on too thick.
I can't disagree.
They got too much dip on their fucking chip. I don't even know if that's the right way to use that phrase.
That probably is.
Okay. Dylan, can you do me a favor real quick?
Is this about a new sponsor? New sponsor alert.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, was that you doing it?
New sponsor alert. New
There we
sponsor.
go. Thank you. We have a new sponsor. This is the sponsor that I actually used beforehand. Someone gifted me something, and now that we're sponsored by them, I actually have some updated equipment. And sometimes you gotta take a little off the bod there. You gotta trim it up a little bit, whether it's your nether regions, maybe the chest a little bit, anywhere. Look no further than Manscaped. It's the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming. While you're probably looking for new things to do at home, why not make manscaping part of your routine? We all got these in the mail. Have you guys experimented with these yet?
Oh yeah. I would not have taken down my Hawaiian 4 buttons last night had I not.
I had the old Manscaped 2.0, and I was very, very happy with it. And then when we got the ad deal, they sent a 3.0. And I was shocked by how nice this thing was. It's insane how much they upgraded it. There's even a light that shines on you so you can see every crevice that you need to see. It's just amazing stuff. They're forever changing the grooming game with their Perfect Package 3.0, the ones that I'm talking about. Precision engineering. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the new improved lawnmower, 3.0 waterproof, cordless body trimmer, and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your manscaping routine.
How about that DOP kit?
I'll tell you who needs Manscaped. They need to set up a pop-up shop inside the locker room at Lifetime, because the guys in there are unaware of Manscaped very clearly.
You need to go in there with yours and just start trimming up everywhere and just showing everybody how much you can do.
Hey guys, see this? We got options down there, all right? Someone's got to tell them, because they
pass it around. Pass it around, boys.
I don't think so, Dave.
Are they aware that they can subscribe to the Perfect Package and get a new replacement blade refill for their lawnmower trimmer delivered to their door every 3 months, making sure that their trimmer is always fresh and clean? I bet they weren't aware of that.
Doesn't sound like it.
For a limited time, subscribers get not one but 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, $39 value, and the patented high-performance anti-chafing Manscaped boxer briefs. This package is great. Get 20% off and free shipping with code STEAM at manscaped.com. Do yourself a favor and always have the right tools for the job. Again, get 20% off and free shipping with the code STEAM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code STEAM. Make playing with your balls the best part of your day. Thanks, Manscaped. Look at us.
That's a legit sponsor. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it trim. Keep it clean down there.
Oh yeah.
If you really want to keep it clean, I suggest dabbling. There's like the lotion that you can also get. It's like the aftershave for your nether regions, as Will put it. It's big time. Let's say that.
Thank you, Brett.
Can we talk about a story that dropped yesterday? Seconds, maybe even while we were recording yesterday, so we couldn't touch on it. I think my all-time favorite video game. I think I can make that proclamation. It's coming back. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is coming back. No, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 are being remastered and coming back to the PlayStation. Is this coming out on Xbox, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. Because I only saw the PlayStation stuff because that's all I was looking for. I mean, did you played this clearly, right?
Absolutely. I think two is the one that's most known for the soundtrack being just flames, right?
Well, 2 is also known because they upgraded the graphics in like an insane amount, and they made it so you could manual, so you could link grinds together. So
yes,
between 1 and 2 was like one of the biggest changes in video games I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, this game was. I found it to be relatively easy to learn. Like the learning curve. I mean, Dylan, you're going to be all over this, even though I don't think you played it growing up. I think you can even figure this out.
I'm surprised.
Okay, question.
I feel like even dudes who played like baseball and stuff still love Tony Hawk.
Question. You said they're remastering the game. Does that mean they're just like sharpening up the graphics, or are they rebuilding it from scratch? What's going on here?
Here's the concern. It looks like all the levels are going to be pretty much the exact same, and they're upgrading the graphics to 4K quality. I have a very, very big issue, though, because if they start trying to change like the actual gameplay and the timing of everything, I don't want that. I don't want to be sitting there having like realistic falls that take forever to get up from and shit like that. I don't want to relearn this. I just want the original game that I can play again. But for some reason on PlayStation, you can't just buy these old games and play them endlessly.
So you can get, I don't know about PlayStation. Actually, I do know about PlayStation. I've got a couple buddies who have an emulator, and it has like a hard drive full of old games, and they've got it connected to their gaming console. I wish I was that guy. I'm not, but I would like to be. So if you have a hookup or you want to just tell me how to do it, please feel free to DM me at dcarterruff on Twitter and Snap. But Will, does it say anything? I didn't read the full story. Are they keeping the soundtrack original? I would assume so.
I don't think there's actual like information. Like all they dropped was really just like a trailer and the info. And so I hope they keep the soundtrack. I mean, because they have it licensed already, you'd think that they would have the rights to it naturally and they just keep it the same.
You know how IP goes.
Dude, everyone's going to just like queue it up on Spotify and just play that anyway on their Bluetooth speakers, right?
Oh, dude, I listen to Goldfinger every morning.
Who did you skate with?
Bucky Lasek?
Bucky Lasek was always a good choice. I saw Brett nodding his head there. You a Bucky guy?
Yeah, that's the answer. It was
that name. It's a great name,
dude. It's not the answer. There were numerous guys. Kareem Campbell, he was the street skater of my choice.
I had his DC shoes. They were like modeled after the Jordans. I actually owned his skate shoes at some point.
He was awesome. I was known to do a little Rodney Mullen and a little Chad Muska as well. Chad Muska was a little too bit heavy for me, but I did enjoy the one grind that he did where he would bust out his boombox and just start like going. So
sick tight.
I'm actually surprised that Dylan. I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not that Dylan never played this. I feel like it was the one game that like transcended like people that thought that extreme sports were for pussies.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back. What year was this popular?
The first one,
early 2000s.
Yeah, whenever.
Ooh, let me look it up. 1999.
Okay. Yeah, that was so. I was in high school. I don't know. We didn't really hang out with the skaters, and so I just associated the game with being like a skater type dude, and that just wasn't my scene. I don't really know.
I get it. You don't want to glorify the guys that you're just beating the piss out of on the reg.
It's true.
Exactly, David. We were too busy bullying those guys.
You don't want to get
their skateboards over our knees and stuff.
Dylan's like throwing sticks in front of him as they're just trying to like go.
That's so messed up, man. Oh,
it's like that would be just terrible.
Do you remember that? There was a time, Dave. Remember behind the old K house, that huge hill on the street?
Oh, yeah.
There was this time that we were all in the backyard for some reason on the deck. There must have been 50 of us back there. And it was during the day. It's like some kid was like leaving class and skateboarding home. And he comes screaming down the hill. I mean, he's moving so much so that it's loud and it got all of our attention. So we're all just waiting for something bad to happen. And he hits like a chunk in the road or something. And he goes flying like 20 or 30 feet and just, I mean, his arms are just so messed up. And it was I don't know why it made me think of that story, but it was hilarious, man. Poor kid.
There's a giant hill in like northern Michigan that we always dreamed of bombing down on our skateboards. And we had this idea to go do it like at 2 a.m. one night when we were in high school, just because we were like, hopefully no one's out there at like 2 a.m. on a Wednesday night in the middle of summer. Like it's not unheard of. And so we did it. And sure enough, we get halfway down this giant hill and we're just cruising, having the time of our lives. And sure enough, like the cops see us and they just toss on their lights and start following us. And we're like, all right, we're fucked. And then I'm trying to be like it's kind of the kind of place where everyone knows each other. Like the cops definitely know like my parents and like everyone knows each other. I'm sure Brett can identify in Saratoga. And so the cop comes up and I'm like, all right, guys, be cool. We start talking to the cops and I'm trying to be as polite as I can be. And the cop sarcastically asked my buddy, like, well, was it worth it? And my buddy just goes, not really. It wasn't that fast. And I was like, oh, great, dude. Like, yeah, let's just ruffle feathers with this fucking cop right now who already hates us because he's busting dudes at like 2 a.m. for skateboarding rather than like actual crimes like drunk driving or fucking robberies or shit.
You know what though? I like that you guys are out and about doing that. Like, there's a lot worse things you could be doing at 2 a.m.
We were kind of responsible in that sense. Yeah, our 2 a.m.s were mostly us doing stupid shit like that and not like, passing out from partying all night.
There's a place in Duncanville that a neighborhood that's like really exclusive and gated. It's called Thoroughbred Hills. And to get down to it, you have to go down this super steep incline, or I guess decline. And it goes down and it levels out, and then it's really hilly. And we would luge down it. We would get on our skateboards and luge down it. And I had one buddy who absolutely did about 5,000 rolls down it, like after he lost it. That was the last time we ever did that.
I don't know why I even liked skateboarding. I was so bad, and like I never did anything very impressive. And like the falls alone were enough to just say, like, dude, Will, what are you doing? So I don't know what the fuck is going on with Rosie in this back. Like someone's out in our hallway just causing a ruckus right now. They're about to go catch some smoke.
Set her loose, man. Take somebody out.
The best fall of all time is when somebody's tubing and they get their legs they go at somebody, get their legs taken out, and they do like a flip in the air. Tubing on snow, I mean.
Yes.
That's my favorite wipeout like video of all time. We used to do that. Just made our buddies go down. You had to try to dodge like the person coming down in the snow tube, and they just get messed up every single time.
My favorite wipeout is also on a tube, but the tube on the lake. When there's the guy driving the boat turns and it slings them across and they lose it and they just skip across the water like a little pebble. Probably becoming severely concussed, but hopefully they have a life jacket on. But yeah, that's my favorite wipeout as far as sports goes.
Dylan, what's your favorite wipeout?
Yeah,
we lost Will for a second here. My favorite wipeout. The ones that make for the best video are when people are trying to barefoot off the side of a boat and they're holding on to that pole that's extended out from the boat, and they're going for a little bit, and then their feet, I don't know what happens, but their feet catch and it just absolutely slams them down really hard right in their face. I enjoy that one. Hey, Will, you're back.
What's up?
What's your favorite wipeout?
Yeah, we're talking favorite wipeout.
I'm trying to think about that. I don't know. It's always like a little scary when people get tabletopped, but it is it's kind of dope.
Tabletopping is so funny. It's such a dick move, man.
Yeah, like when I think of like when I laugh the hardest when people fall, people get tabletopped, like just getting shoved.
Dude, you get tabletopped in a group setting. It's like, God damn it! Like, come on, man. It's so funny.
If we're just like hanging out and there's like 3 of us and one of us gets tabletop, like everyone can sit back and laugh. But if someone does that to me in front of a group of like 20 people and I get grass stains on my fucking shorts, it's on. I'm gonna be fake fighting and being like fake asking people to hold me back the entire time.
It's funny because it's like the softest fall you can do. Like there's pretty much no chance of you getting actually injured, but it's just so annoying. It's like, come on, how old are you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the ultimate fall for me. I do like Brett's. Brett's is a really good one that I never would have thought of because that is like hands down the greatest. I think it's better than tabletopping. When people get smoked while tubing on snow, it's just the best.
Oh, it's so funny. Have you guys ever snow tubed, Dylan or Dave?
Nah.
Yes, I have in Steamboat Springs. Yeah,
we should
have night snow tubing.
Oh, so you haven't done you've done the corporate snow tubing.
Yeah, I have. Okay.
We should have done the course in Breckenridge when we were there. We should. Hindsight's 2020, but I wish we would have just stopped 20 minutes outside of Breck at the tubing place and just spent the afternoon there instead of like mulling around town and doing bullshit. Because those things, it's the most fun thing ever, and takes no skill at all. You just fly down the hill.
We used to set up like courses, like tubing, like bobsled courses in our woods in my backyard because we lived on a hill, and people would just go flying off, hit trees, like broken teeth, broken arms. It was the most fun every single winter.
That sounds extremely dangerous.
I went off-court thing. We used to go to this place called the Gravel Pit, and it was just this like gravel pit that when it snowed, it was great for tubing. But I went off the path once, and I smoked my back, and I think it was the one time where I was like, "Am I dead?" Because I hit it so hard. Man, it's weird that you guys like don't have a lot of sledding experience. It's unfortunate. It's weird. I never thought about how Texans just like didn't sled.
Not sledders down here, man.
We don't sled, we shred.
Yeah, the only kind of sleds we have are deal sleds down here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Beat me
tight.
Hell yeah.
Pimp tight.
Beat Dave to that.
Oh, I guess we can move on from this, eh?
If you have sledding videos, let's see them. I want to see wipeouts.
Actually, let's just go find a bunch of sledding videos and just make memes out of them. That sounds like fun to me.
Yep.
Can we talk about the viral fight that went down yesterday? Or I guess I don't know. It didn't go down yesterday necessarily, but it hit the group text yesterday, and things were lit. Dave, can you describe? You're the combat sports man. Can you describe what happened here?
Yeah, it was Jim Norton, noted comedian, versus Jeff Goldblum, actor, pitchman, humanitarian. And it did not go well for Jim Norton. Okay, it wasn't either of those guys, but everybody on Twitter was calling him Jeff Goldblum. Frank Caliendo did a voiceover to it as Jeff Goldblum narrating it. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's very funny. But yeah, it's like, I guess this is in Richmond, Virginia. And these guys got into it. And one of them's like, he looks like he's about 6'3", 6'4", like 165 pounds, very slender. And you could tell he knows how to fight. He's in the stance. His footwork's good. And he's fighting this shirtless dude, bald guy. It's kind of grainy, but he looks tatted up. He just looks scummy. He's got like a chain wallets and stuff. Real bad energy for this dude. Anyway, he looks like the aggressor in this. And they're squared up. And the bald dude goes in, throws some punches. Taekwondo karate man, as we'll find out. He dodges him. He throws back. His hand game it's there, but it doesn't look like he's got much behind the punches. What really set him apart, though, was his kicks as he landed. There's a name for this kick. It's a Taekwondo kick. I don't know how to say it, and I don't have it pulled up, but it's some kind of like spinning kick where you could see him setting up. He switches his footwork. He switches into a stance, spins, smokes this dude in the head, and the dude goes against the car. And the funniest comment I saw on Twitter was it looked like that the bald dude like tried to hit the pause button because like he like puts his hand up and you hear him go, "Oh, stop!" Like tries to get him to stop. And Taekwondo man, he goes in. You can see him bouncing. He's on his toes. He feigns a kick to the guy's head, which would have absolutely domed this guy and knocked him out cold, which I'm glad he didn't do that because, you know, when you hit somebody in the head and they fall on concrete, you can kill the guy. And he puts the foot up, he brings it back down, doesn't kick him. And then this guy's got his hand up holding his head and his ribs are so exposed and you know exactly what's about to happen. And Taekwondo man just puts his foot in this guy's rib cage and just absolutely breaks multiple ribs.
Man, one of the rules I live by is if you square up against someone who looks like they know how to kick, or they even try to throw a kick your way, that's a fight you got to back out of, man. This day and age, you never know who has like actual training. It could be anybody on the streets, man. I don't mess with those kind of people. Well, I don't get in fights generally.
Can I ask a question that I was thinking about recently?
Yes.
This is probably for Dave. When you know how fighters like their hands are like registered weapons? You know, like isn't that a thing?
I don't think that's really a thing.
Okay, so never mind then.
That was a thing growing up. We talked about that. We were always
always said that, and I never knew. And I was like, okay. And so then I started thinking. I was like, okay. So say Mike Tyson has his hands registered as weapons because he's a professional fighter. Like, does that have like a shelf life, or does he have weapons his entire life? I don't know why I went down this train of thought. Maybe it's
Mike Tyson.
People.
Mike Tyson. No, there's no shelf life. Jackie Chan. Yeah, that's shelf life. It's there.
No, dude. You don't want that smoke.
I really don't, but I've dug in too deep here.
Don't they do insure their hands though, correct?
You have to, right? I mean, not have
Yeah.
to, but like, I mean, yeah.
MMA guys especially, they break because their gloves aren't as thick, so it's very easy to break a hand. And that could put you out for what, 6-7 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah.
But this video is there's like multiple angles. You can just hear people in their apartments watching it, like, oh my god, they're fighting, and like the dude does not. He's like I said, he's a very very thin guy. He does not look like somebody that you'd have any problems with. Bald guy needed to go in for a takedown, maybe grab a leg or something, because like the stand up game was not going to work. But there's another video afterward where bald guy picks up a 2x4 and starts swinging it, and apparently he broke the dude's arm. The dude with the broken arm, the Taekwondo man, commandeered said 2x4, and you could tell he is a level-headed guy. He like didn't swing it at him, but apparently I'm going to assume that bald guy might get some charges dropped on him because you can't just pick up a 2x4 and start swinging. I don't care what kind of footwork the other guy has.
Do we know how this started?
Yes, per my deep dive yesterday morning into the Twitter comments, the guy whose video it actually is, he said that the bald guy is known around the neighborhood as a guy who says lewd comments, even maybe some slurs at people, and like he just talks nasty about girls and stuff. And apparently, Taekwondo man had enough, so he squared up and kicked his rib cage.
Some street justice, man. I love it.
Is it possible that Taekwondo man has known this guy forever and has been training for this exact day?
Yeah,
it's very possible.
I'm gonna show him.
Yeah. He's just been going to class. He's just been taking like Peloton like on his like free app for 90 days, like the kickboxing class is just getting ready to wreck this dude.
You know, like the little rubber mannequin that's only like a torso and a head that like every other dude has in their garage. I like to think that this guy's just been like throwing kicks at that mannequin like every night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's done that. He's done that final rib kick like a million times over, and he's just ready for more.
I'm waiting for Rogan to get a hold of it and like break down like his technique and stuff, because that's something that I think is right up his alley.
Friend of the program, Robbie Fox, so at Barstool, did a very funny breakdown, like kick by kick, punch by punch, that I enjoyed reading. He mentioned that he did a kick where you kicked straight at the kneecap, which is apparently underutilized in the MMA world.
John Jones does it.
Yes.
Is that a kick that you do from upwards, like so your leg is just cocked fully up and then kick out?
More or less, yeah, but it's a little more subtle than that, and I guess that can like, pop an MCL pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Is it to hyperextend the knee, basically? Oh
yes.
Man.
Yeah, it's a front kick. It's just kind of like it's pretty basic looking, but it's really effective, especially if you have long legs.
Oh, so I should never use that.
Do you not have?
No.
If you land it though, Will, it's devastating.
Yeah, if I land it, it's over for that person. But like, I don't know if I can actually get there. Yeah, these 28 inseams aren't going to do much.
For 28
your inseam is 28 for real?
No, it's like 30. But even sometimes 30, I can't up. But I do have short legs. Not happy about it. I have short legs and really mediocre sized hands. Those are two things that I would like to change about myself. Other than that, I'm like perfect.
I think you're perfect already, Will.
Thank you. Oh,
that was a fun combat sports minute.
Yeah, you crushed that, Dave. Your play-by-play was remarkable. I'm very impressed.
Hey, where can we hear more of that, Dave?
Ooh, recording the Combat Sports Minute today at 1:00 p.m. CST. It'll be available late afternoon, early evening. It's the only podcast that lasts exactly 1 minute.
It's interesting.
Hey, we're making it work, man.
No one can keep Mike tied down for under a minute.
That's a great point. Special guest Michael Weiner.
Oh, the Battletoad bad boy. You know what he's a fan of? Hawthorne. Smelling good is important. Hawthorne, strangely enough, smells really good. Getting Hawthorne cologne is so easy. We've all done this. To pull back the curtain, it's a kind of fun. You get to go take a quiz on their website. It asks you several questions about your hygiene, your preferences, anything. And then all of a sudden, it spits you out 2 different colognes that you're going to want to try. One for work, one for play. You guys have all used these. You've tried them. You've also gotten other products from them outside of the cologne. I used the body wash just this morning. Very, very happy with that experience overall.
I'm still using the shampoo. I have not run out, and I really enjoy it.
The colognes smell fantastic. Sometimes I get a little crazy. I'll wear the work scent out to play. Can you believe that? No one's doing that, I promise you.
That's reckless, dude.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I know. It smells so good.
You can't be wearing the work stuff with that mustache going on. That's just too much business with faces.
Watch me. Smell me, I should say.
That too.
They've got other products as well. Like I said, they've got the body wash. They've said the shampoo. They've even got a deodorant. They even have an aluminum-free deodorant for you people out there who are worried about that, which I understand.
I've been using that.
How you liking it?
Well, you guys can't tell because of these uncertain times, but I smell fantastic.
I know. It's been too long since I've smelled you, man.
Yeah. I want to smell the homies.
Yeah. Like I said, all you have to do is take a quick 2-minute quiz, and Hawthorne tells you the 2 colognes that are best for you, one for work and one for play. It's totally risk-free with free shipping and free returns. Check out Hawthorne at hawthorne.co. That's Hawthorne with an E at the end. And use promo code Circling Back to get 10% off your first order. That's HAWTHORNE.co. And use our code Circling Back to get 10% off your purchase. Hawthorne.co. Hey, did you guys see Papa John dropped a Cribs video? And I think he's doing an entire series on TikTok.
I mean,
oh yeah,
I'm already in. The clip shows very little, but it's so electric that I'm already committed to watching the rest of this series. That's how good it is.
I don't like Papa John. Papa John makes me uncomfortable. I don't like seeing him that often. But
I'm intrigued by Papa John. I don't like the guy. I think he's a nut job, but I'm very intrigued by what's going on in his head and also in his house, which we get a peek at.
Yeah, seeing his house really changed my tune. I'm like, okay, like this guy's not just like eating 30 pizzas in however many days he originally claimed, even though that was false. It's a lot different when you're doing it from your like multi-million-dollar mansion than when you're just heating them up in your shitty oven in your tiny apartment like I would be doing. It's somehow less depressing.
I guess I should have had more respect for the pizza CEO and what kind of numbers they were doing, because that house is it's not a house. It's like a compound. It's an absolute mansion. I don't know. Where is that? Did it say where it is? Like in the hills of Virginia or some shit?
If I had to guess, I would say that it would be in the it would be in like Louisville, Kentucky, outside of it.
That's probably right.
Makes sense because that's where it was based out of, and I believe that. I mean, I've been. Why am I blanking on what they call like the outside?
What's his net worth? Do we know?
Like,
is he a billionaire?
Is it like
guess.
I think we've definitely guessed this before. I thought it was like 6.
I'm gonna say 540.
I'm gonna say 870. Sure. Hopefully someone's looking that up right now because
I'm doing it right now.
His house is absolutely massive. Massive.
So it says there's multiple answers out there. It says 500 currently. But I think he was up to a billy before he had the whole thing where he got ousted. Like this one says 801 million. There's 500 here. His wife is divorcing him, so that doesn't help. He's kind of all over the place, but it's between 500 and 1 billion.
Isn't a lot of that tied up in Pizza Coin?
Yeah, he tried to start his own cryptocurrency called Pizza Coin.
It was actually
only Byte.
Yeah, it was called Bytecoin, Dave.
Bytecoin.
Nice. His house strikes me as a kind of house where he just spends like unnecessarily on just stupid shit. Like, we spent $2 million to have a gold like whatever. Like what's the point of this? That clock is
2 eagles mating, I think, is what you're looking for.
2 eagles mating, and it's a clock. I guess it slowly turns around the room or something. Like that's just not necessary, John.
That's like Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen that. I think I'd like it.
Eyes Wide Shut.
It's weird. It's a weird one.
Is that movie horny on the timeline?
Yeah.
Is it a movie?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought it was
we got to talk about his
style of.
We have to
go
talk
ahead.
about his jeans at some point.
Oh no, not at some point, Dylan.
Oh, buddy.
We're too late talking about his jeans in this video.
I mean, all-time terrible jeans.
Roger Clemens shit, dude. Like the
They're
only
like-
other
they're-
person I've seen with worst jean boot game is Roger Clemens.
They're baggy, they're boot cut, and they're extra long.
It's
the
like
kid
he
that
went to.
Go ahead, Dave.
I was just gonna say it's like he went to Nordstrom and bought some jeans, and they're like, "All right, we'll hem these for free," and he's like, "No, I'll just take them as is."
No, I'm good,
No,
fam.
they're perfect. They're perfect. Yeah.
He's wearing
absolutely drenched to the ankles.
yeah, and he's wearing boots with the jeans, and you can like they're just barely peeking out from under the jean because the bottoms of the jean are so wide. It's like little kid feet under there. It's funny looking.
I hate wearing the boots with the jeans. I'd rather have them with the fur. Is that right, Dave?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, wait, and we haven't got to this. He's like kind of rebranding or just kind of trying to establish himself as Papa. He's wearing a custom Papa homemade t-shirt, just a t-shirt of himself, just to let you know, hey, I'm Papa. Like, we know who you are, man.
His TikTok game is stupid.
That song at the beginning is an absolute heater.
Like he's got people at his house taking aerial footage of his place so that they can upload it to a 60-second TikTok video that a dumb podcast is going to discuss for 15 minutes.
I wish Dan was the guy piloting the drone.
Dude, Papa John would love Dan. Papa John, if Dan made one video for Papa John would be like, dude, you're the guy. Like, yes. I'm just thinking of Dan's video of his long drive where he made the flames just go off the ball. Because I feel like Papa John would think that was badass.
Oh. And I like how he teases his little study. It's like, oh, dude, I can't wait to see what's in here, man. Like, we gotta wait till the next time, though.
Gotta think it's books.
Yeah, probably a desk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't expecting two like 10-foot tall eagles, birds of prey, whatever they are, mating. So I guess I should expect the unexpected when it comes to his study.
Did you guys know that he actually did eat 40 pizzas in 30 days?
But it was
Here's
just
the catch.
pizza, right?
Yeah, he had a piece of 40 pizzas for 30 days.
Doesn't
Claiming
count.
it was a part of the tasting process.
Doesn't count. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's misleading.
If there's ever a day that I want to go to Pine House for their lunch special, it's like right now. They're talking about pizza. I'm getting all H for pizza right now.
Ooh, H for pizza. H for za.
Dude, pizza's
Man,
just bay, you know?
Seeing how big his house is and how much he's worth and all that, it's amazing to me how many people enjoy that shitty pizza. Papa John's is just terrible.
Do they have a frozen variety? Like if I go to HEB right now, do they have a frozen Papa John's pizza?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
You're thinking like PF Chang's did, where you can go to the frozen section and get like the big bag of sweet and sour chicken that has PF Chang's labeled on it.
I wasn't thinking PF Chang's, but you're thinking of the next thing that I would have thought of, because the first thing was California Pizza Kitchen. And we used to go to the Somerset Mall, downstate Michigan, and it was just the greatest situation of all time. We'd pull in, park the car, walk right into California Pizza Kitchen, where your boy would get a barbecue chicken pizza for himself, pound that, shop all day, and then end the day at the other side of the mall at PF Chang's, just pounding Mongolian beef.
Oh,
jeez,
dude!
Wow,
have a day.
Living the dream.
For me growing up, like if the mall I went to had a California Pizza Kitchen, I was like, oh, I'm living good, because our Broke Boy Mall in Arlington, shout out to the Parks, it didn't have one. It had Sbarro. And we were like, oh, that's all we could afford is Sbarro. But if you went to a mall with California, you're like, dude, this is from California. This is authentic. Don't even know what that would mean. We thought that was like good eating.
Dude, I would eat the shit out of some barbecue chicken California Pizza Kitchen. Not from the frozen one, but going to their place, I love that stuff. I don't know if it would hold up in these days, but I doubt it would. But I would at least give it a shot. Maybe I'll go sit at the outdoor seating at the mall, which is actually just outdoor seating inside of a mall. Downtown.
Are malls open?
No, I don't know. Sally and I went into a home store recently, and they were taking all the necessary precautions, but we went into a home store and like it was still kind of weird. I can't imagine going into a mall.
Mall's not a place I want to go anyway, like outside of a pandemic. So right now it just seems like the worst place. I go into Nordstrom's and then I'm out of Nordstrom's. I don't go in.
No,
It's a dying.
Well, yeah,
it's a
'cause-
dying breed. The mall.
They
The
valet
one-
you at the front, Dave. You're just like, oh, Dave's back.
yeah.
D-man.
Pull that F-250 up a little further, Dave. I'm
Hey,
just mad.
real
I'm
quick.
mad by us because they don't allow men in the J Crew. Which
What
I
is
guess
that about?
jokes on them now. Yeah, last time I tried to go there, they're like, "This is we don't have men's stuff," and I wanted to be like, "Well, one, that's fucking lame, and two, what if I'm shopping for someone else, which I'm not?" But I just walked out like kind of giving them the stink eye, like that's messed up.
They probably get
Weird.
that every day. Like there's probably some goof like us going in there like, oh, I'm going to buy some chinos. Next thing you know, nah, you're not.
No.
Not here.
Mm-mm. They love turning me down. It was depressing. What were you
Banana
gonna say?
Republic that way.
I wanted to say there to answer your Papa John's frozen pizza question. They said this in their Twitter bio at some point. Frozen pizza equals the pizza equivalent of a participation trophy. So
What?
looks like
I
you're not
love-
getting frozen pizza from Papa John's anytime soon.
That's lame.
I don't know if I
like-
agree with that analogy.
They were going at DiGiorno, so
DiGiorno
say
does suck. DiGiorno
Did
sucks.
you get participation trophies as kids? I feel like I didn't get any.
I don't.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Dylan was always getting the real trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just.
Dylan has
we,
no
we always
clue.
won.
Yeah,
We
Dylan
always
has
won, so we got actual ones.
we got like the trophy at the end of the season. Like at the end of a hockey season would be like, all right, here's your trophy. And then participation ribbons on field day. But that's like, I don't know.
That's like
I feel
standard.
like everybody
Like,
gets that.
you get a
Yeah.
ribbon for anything that you're in. But again, for field day, I was usually getting first or second, so I wasn't too worried about the participation ribbons on those. I did one time get a trophy for second place in a golf tournament where there were only two people in my age group.
Still counts.
They had the wrong year on it as well.
Is that like how Micah got second in his jiu-jitsu tournament and there was only two people in his division?
He didn't want to tell anybody that there were only two people, but he posted the photo as if he got second place.
Oh my god!
I should have bulked up and entered the competition and just like been on the podium with him just to show how easy it was to get a podium spot.
Oh, that's so
Just
funny.
show up.
Yeah, we're entering this jujitsu competition. We're gonna beat Micah. I'm impressed. Mike
Yeah.
actually went to a competition alone and just like trained and did stuff or just went to that thing alone and just did it. He didn't have anybody with him like cheering him on or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, dude.
he took that shit seriously. If you don't know who we're talking about, check out the Combat Sports Minute today. Micah's going to be on. He trained. He had like 6 weeks, did legit training, lost a ton of weight, got strong, learned how to grapple. Still got punched in the stomach by Sean, but that's okay.
He deserved it. Actually, this is a good time to talk about our next topic. Swole Bryson.
Ooh.
Can I set some backstory here real quick? Because I don't know if y'all listened to No Laying Up did like a grab bag pod, and Neil, he did like a whole thing on Bryson's weight gain. Bryson is on record saying he wants to get up to 270.
What?
270. And we've met Bryson in person. We met him his rookie year at the Players Championship. The tour was nice enough to have us out, and they made all the rookies talk to the media. We were allegedly media, who knows. And Bryson sat down and was very conversational, very nice to us. He dealt with our stupid questions, and we told him he was looking low-key thick. And this is what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
And he did look thick at the time, but he was probably only about 210, maybe.
He was a dude who's like, okay, that guy's almost, he's a unit probably. For a golfer, he's definitely a unit. And now he's trying to add like 30 pounds or something or more, I guess.
Why does he think this is going to be beneficial to his game?
Apparently he can. He's hit off the tee 200-mile-an-hour ball speed. So he's all about just bombing it. So let's go. Let's go, Swole Thick Bryson.
I don't like this idea at all. Do you remember we ate next to him at a restaurant too?
Oh, it's a steakhouse.
Nona Blue or whatever that place was called.
That's
Yeah.
Graham McDowell's place.
Yeah. They had some tasty ass apps there. That's for sure.
Very
Yeah.
good.
You know, when we saw him, he couldn't have been more than 220. There's no way he was more than 220, right?
He didn't. He looked good. Like he didn't look like he wasn't like yoked, but he was like a guy. You're like, okay, yeah, that guy can hold his own. But in this photo first of all, the Instagram story he posted, is that Bieber? Is that Yummy? He's playing with it.
Why is he doing that? Why is he doing Bieber Yummy over a photo of himself shirtless? Is he not self-aware enough to understand what that looks like? Like that's just stupid.
Or maybe it's extra self-aware. He's like, yeah, this is just a straight up thirst trap. Here you go.
Yeah, it's true.
It's an absolute thirst trap. Dylan gets shit for thirst traps, but you've never done anything like this.
Dave,
No,
odds
of
you
course not.
post this exact photo, straight face with Justin Bieber Yummy playing in the background. You have to black and white the photo too.
Can I do it from circling back, or do I have to do it for my personal?
You can if I will allow you to do it from circling back.
That's almost too good, Dave.
1 in 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Respect.
I owe the backers one for the
Worst case scenario here is if we add up, which I did not really think about.
What are you talking about, Will? Will, I've seen you shirtless
No, I don't
recently.
look good right now. No, that shirtless. Not only did that shirtless photo of me that Lily took make I was all puffy and gross that day. I just got done eating a giant ass lobster quiche, and then also the portrait mode like made it look like I'm losing my hair.
That I saw somebody comment about that, and I was like, that is completely unfair because Will's hair is not thinning.
No, like it's doing the opposite of thinning. Like I think I'm getting hairier the older I get. But luckily, I have Manscaped 3.0.
Wet hair can have that effect. I almost spoke up to defend you, but I left it alone.
You want to see some thin hair? Watch me lose this odds.
Okay, let's do it.
What did I say? 1 in 20.
1 in 20.
20.
Okay.
Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 8.
7.
Okay.
No blood. No blood.
As long as I didn't have to do it, I was gonna be happy about
I
it.
wanted action there so bad.
I kind of did too, man.
Action.
Action.
Hey,
Happy holidays.
so this photo, I quote tweeted this photo. Who took is it Brennan Porath? Yeah, he tweeted it. How by Bryson using the black and white filter, like that's helping him out a lot here, right? That adds a little bit more cut.
I need to see a video of him before I can tell you how cut he is because photos do absolutely nothing. With the right lighting and the right flexing, I could give myself something that might look like I'm like muscular in certain spots on my body, which I'm not. And like I need to see a video of him.
It's kind of a weird body because he's got like shredded abs, but the rest of him is just mass. He's not cut at all in his arms or shoulders or anything. It's kind of weird looking.
He doesn't look like he feels good. Like that looks like a dude. Like everybody had a buddy in high school football who coach wanted him to go from tight end to O-line. So they were just eating like peanut butter and syrup sandwiches all day. And they were just gross and miserable. And like their body felt like shit because they were just squatting like heavy weight. Like that's what he looks like.
He looks like a veteran middle linebacker in the NFL. Has been doing it for way too long. And he's just, I don't know, man. It's just a weird pick. It's kind of a weird pick.
Yeah, it's like he let it go a little hard during the offseason. A little late. Didn't go to the OTAs.
Yeah.
Why is he like this?
He's weird, man.
Hey, isn't the PGA
I'm
also
surprised he has that kind of.
What'd you say, Brett?
Isn't the PGA supposed to get going like next week?
No.
Is that right?
No.
With no fans?
Isn't the Skins game this weekend?
It's in May, right?
I don't know.
I think the Skins game is this weekend, and then next weekend's Brady and Manning with Tiger and Phil.
Colonial's first week of June, I believe. And I think that's the first tournament back. Like the real tournament, not a game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we got those in the hopper this weekend, though. At least the Skins game. but I don't know how exciting that'll be. I feel like those guys don't really let loose that much.
Dude, I cannot believe he took this photo.
No, it's like who took it?
Does he have a little bit of not to get H on the pod, but is he kind of flashing a little dong there through the shorts?
Yeah, he did something.
That's what I said last night in our text group, man.
Yeah,
I didn't want to expose you, but oh no, Dylan.
It's all right.
No, Dylan.
Yeah,
Dylan.
you can see peace. What happened?
Nothing. Your camera just slowed down and you were choppy Dylan.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
Shout out to Bryson.
Shouts to Rosie too.
Yeah. The guy at our apartment picked a really good time to vacuum the concrete outside of our fucking door. Dude, why? No one's even leaving. Like, no one's leaving their place. You don't have to vacuum outside of here. Why are you even vacuuming out here? Like, people.
Come on.
Hey, what's the deal with vacuums?
Dylan? This goes for everybody. Whose body would you rather have right now, Bryson or Brooks?
Ooh, Brooks. Brooks is more proportional, which is it matters. Give me Brooks, even though he doesn't have the abs that Bryson does. But I'd probably take Brooks. But he doesn't look he doesn't look fantastic with his shirt off, as we learned.
Who, Brooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm taking him though if I'm me, just because I've never had the urge to be like big, and so I've always just wanted to be really proportional and in shape. Bryson's getting too thick. I like a thick boy as much as anybody, but that ain't for me.
Brett?
Yeah, that's the answer. Is it's Brooks, because Bryson just doesn't look proportional.
No,
And Brooks at least is just a big dude.
Bryson looks like when I went through a phase and I was like, I'm going to get up to like 165, and I was trying to eat like 5,000 calories a day, and my body felt terrible, like my joints hurt. And it was like the worst 3 weeks ever. I was drinking like giant smoothies that were like 900 calories. It just doesn't look like a fun way to be. So I'm going with Brooks.
well, unless you're like a professional athlete, I've never understood why people have the need to get just like huge. I feel like it's like, it just doesn't make sense to me, and I get that people get really into working out and it's addicting and they just want to keep on going. But like, I would never want to have to maintain that later in life and then have that downfall of like when you get older and you can't maintain it anymore. And then it's like, well, now what do I have? I just spent like so much time outside of my normal life just crushing the gym.
Yeah. I can tell you why people do that. It's rampant insecurity.
Yeah, but at the same time, I understand why people do it too, because like working out is addicting for like pretty much everybody that gets in the routine. And so I understand why people would like just keep going and going and going, because it just makes you crave that competitive edge. It's just not for me though.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I think Bryson is such a boner, and I can't stand the way he swings a golf club and the way he putts with the stiff arms out. Like, it looks like a total idiot.
He's going to look hilarious. He's going to look hilarious at 260 or whatever, 270, like putting like a.
He's not going to.
His swing is so stiff. It's amazing he can get the club head speed that he gets with that stiff ass swing, man.
He's going to have like the bowed out elbows because his arms like he can't straighten them because there's too many pumps in the buys.
Dylan, how your biceps looking? I haven't seen those pythons in a while. They were looking pretty swole before quarantine.
Dude, they're holding up, man. My bands. Oh shit! So I was doing a workout yesterday. I was doing a shoulder workout, and I got the resistance bands, and I was standing on them, and they slipped out from underneath like my heel and slapped me so hard on the back. I have this huge red mark across my back. It hurts so bad. But their arms are holding up, man.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what that red mark's from.
Dude, I'm telling you, look like. Never mind.
What? It's the time for This Weekend in Fun, Dylan?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's do This Weekend in Quarantine, sponsored by nobody this week, which is major shouts.
Just say it's sponsored by Vizzy. We're probably good.
Vizzy. Anyway,
I have
Seltzer in
no
the summer.
plans. I have no plans. I think it's supposed to be raining pretty much all weekend, or else golf may be in the cards at some point. But I'll have Parks on Friday. We'll be chilling. We got the happy hour, of course, Friday. We'll just be chilling with Parks after that. And that's pretty much all I got, man. I'm still hunkering down.
Same. I minus Parks. I have the same weekend. I will not be watching Parks this weekend. So I'm gonna be here. We got almost 4 inches in our neighborhood yesterday. So I'm gonna assume most of the courses around Austin, even if we don't get any more rain. That's good. It's very good. It's fair. I don't think there's any golf in the cards, even though we've been talking about it for like 2 weeks. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, not happening this weekend.
I am going to do, based on our pizza conversation, I'm doing pizza this week I'm going to do Bufalina, Will.
Do it. I would suggest maybe reheating. Not reheating, but maybe crisping it up a little bit when you get back to the crib, because mine was a little cool. So just keep that in mind. It was very good, but it was a little cool.
Okay.
I just confirmed. Yeah, that Skins game is this weekend, so it's gonna be. It would be stupid for me not to watch that all afternoon on Sunday afternoon.
Remind us who's participating.
Rory, DJ, Ricky Fowler, and
JT.
Oh. No, I think it's because this is TaylorMade.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. But I guess I'm watching that on Sunday. I truly have nothing to do this weekend. Probably going to catch up on, or probably going to finish season 2 of Dead to Me. Probably going to do a little Love Island watching. Definitely going to watch the Skins game. I believe, unless I've missed anything, that the German Soccer League is back. So if you guys are looking for some live sports in the morning, holler at your boy. I'll be parked on that couch just watching. So
the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Dave and I could be rivals. If you're a Munich guy, I'm a Dortmund guy right now. That's who I'm going to cheer for right now. So, wow, dude, I like Footy Dave.
That's ridiculous.
Man.
But other than that, not much on the docket. Probably just doing some shit around the house. I don't really have too many ambitions to get out in public, especially with this weather and the whole pandemic thing too. So it's gonna be a chill one.
Brett,
that's about the same. A couple things. I mean, I'm going to golf again because that felt unbelievably good just to get out and do that. And Houston has not been affected by rain like y'all have. I'm also on season 2, episode 3 of Billions. And so I have some work to do on that show, which I'm very.
Did you ever finish it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You never talked about it.
Well, I'm behind the curve on both of those shows. So, but Billions is a very, very good show so far. And then I think I'm also going to do Pizza Dave. I think that sounds fantastic. Potentially from that New York / Chicago style pizza place, which just doesn't make sense.
That place, we need to have a conversation with them.
Right? You just can't.
Branding is terrible.
It's the worst logo I've ever seen.
Is that the kind of place where you go and you get, like, you don't actually get a hot pizza from there, but they just like pre-make cold ones that you take home and heat up yourself? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Great question. Actually, I do want to try Mod Pizza. I've heard nothing but good things from you guys and people here.
Talk to this guy.
Talk to Dylan.
It's a solid option. I mean, it's not going to blow you away, but it's a solid option. You can put whatever topping you want on it, and it's all the same price no matter what you put on it, which is solid. It's
you can load up a pizza.
You can.
Yeah. You can also load your stomach and feel like shit for the rest of the day if you eat the whole thing.
I went triple grilled chicken one time on it. They were like, "Dude, you're crazy." I was like, "Yeah, we'll just fucking make it and give it to me, bitch."
You just made a pizza, only chicken.
That's what he said to him.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna try that. I also want to get I want to get out and find like a local IPA or something down here. Just expand the beer a little bit. But we'll see.
Cool guy, Brett.
I haven't been drinking much beer through quarantine, so shouts to me.
Neither have I. But
Yeah,
I'm kind of craving it.
it's been something that I've been trying to avoid because I'm so much more likely to order beers at restaurants that I was like, you know what? If there's a time that I can cut beer out of my diet for a little bit, it's right now. So I've just been pounding wine instead.
Good for
Very
you.
What's wrong with that?
Very chill. Very chill.
Hey, I've one bit of breaking news real quick.
Huge.
The LA Rams have released their unis.
Are they
And I'm
Heat?
about ready? 3, 2, 1. Absolutely not.
Ooh,
No.
those are sick.
No, those are
Dylan,
sick,
come on.
Brett. I got bad news for you.
I love
These
them.
are sick. The
I
all
love
blue.
them.
The all blue is such a good looking uniform. Is that gray?
Brett,
No,
I
it's
can't believe
white.
you don't like these.
These are terrible. They're
No.
doing the thing on PowerPoint that used to be able to gradient your slides with the numbers.
Yeah.
Remember, it's like
Gradient-
yellow.
That's
on
That's the only change I would make. I don't like that too, but other than that, these are very solid.
Yeah, everything else about those is money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out on the canary yellow. I like the royal blue, but like, look at the white pants with the canary yellow stripe. Like,
That one is the worst. The far right one, the white, is by far the worst of the three. But I think the first two are Heat, man.
Yeah.
No, I even think the all gray. I think in practice, like when it's not in practice, but in the game, it'll actually look sick. Maybe I'm just hoping that because the Lions all grays aren't my favorite.
Oh, the Lions all grays are not bad. I like those actually.
Yeah, the Lions, I actually love their uniforms, but
Yeah, they should never change.
I hope they do. I mean, the only time they'll change is when we inevitably like lose them because like we're just an abomination and someone buys us and moves them. We're gonna go to, like, never mind. Who cares?
you guys are about to be roasted on Twitter.com because the overwhelming sentiment is that they're horrendous.
I know, but the overwhelming the overwhelming population of the world has bad taste. So like I feel good about our takes within this podcast right now.
Yeah, hey man, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. Fuck me, I don't know. If I read a funny tweet saying like the opposite way, I'll probably just go with that.
The one thing that could ruin this for me is if it gets compared to something that I hate. So if they compare this to somebody else, like something else, and I'm like, oh, never mind, I hate these. But right now, I think they're Heat.
It is a little bit dangerously close to the Chargers. Like instead of a lightning bolt, it's like the ram horn. But it's fine. I like it.
Well, guys,
That was fun.
that was a packed episode. How do you guys feel about it?
I had fun.
I feel good.
When Dave put the scarf on, it next level.
Yeah, Scarf Dave, dude. Anything can happen.
Let's go, mates. Let's go watch the lads on the pitch, mate.
Dave, this is the German. I don't think they talk like.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to the pitch.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. Friday happy hour. None of us said that for this weekend in fun. Happy hour live returns on Friday. Check out the mail in Thursday. Patreon.com/Circling Back Podcast. Listener voicemails on Friday. Sunday Scaries podcast on Sunday. We got a lot going on right now. I might try to get you guys to go a little live if this skins game turns into something that's a little fun. I might try to get everyone to hop on a quick live stream.
In skins.
We'll let No Laying Up do their live stream first, just to give them the time. I might want to talk about this with the boys before we huddle up on Monday morning, but we'll see.
We're not going to be doing anything else, so except Brett might be driving around looking for the perfect Houston IPA.
The Dreamsicle is a solid candidate out of Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company.
Look at that.
We'll see.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bye.